You know, a lot of people don't know that we're sisters. You know, that's something I never talked about in the beginning because I didn't want it to be a crutch. You know, I didn't want people to be like, oh, you know, that's her sister. I didn't want that to be my accolade of mine. But now that, you know, I've solidified my spot, then I go ahead and talk about it. But a lot of people don't know it, though.
Girl, Nia Long and Sommore have got to be the most distant sisters in Hollywood, because what do you mean they have nothing to do with each other? At first, people thought they hid it so that Sommore could get her own place in the industry without being tagged Nia's sister. But now, they both have their own thing going on and still don't mess with each other. And Sommore is standing by her decision not to have anything to do with her sister because the Nia she knows behind the scenes is not the person she wants in her life. But what's going on here? And what did Nia really do to her own sister? Now, Sommore and Nia Long are notoriously very private, and you'll only ever see them outside when there's money to be made. The first time we ever heard that these two were biological sisters was when Sommore did an interview with Divine Martin. Sommore explained that she never spoke about their relationship as sisters because she wanted to have her own career as a comedian independent of being known as Nia's sister. This made a lot of sense because Nia did get started first and had a lot of notoriety, especially in Black Hollywood spaces. So, if Sommore had gone around announcing to everyone that Nia is her sister, it would have been difficult to carve out her own name. Nia then acknowledged their relationship by posting a side-by-side picture of her and Sommore on Instagram and captioned it the funny one in the family. Sommore liked the picture, and a few hours later she deleted it with no explanation. It was almost like Nia wanted to give her sister a shout-out but got uncomfortable when it started gaining some attention and removed it. However, when their father, Guthrie Long, passed away in 2020, Nia shared a heartwarming post about it where she celebrated her father and gave a nod to her sister saying, "My father was a master of words, an educator, a mentor, music, and a hero in his community. A poet with stories to tell about the Black experience in America. He wasn't afraid to raise his fist in solidarity for everything Black and proud. My sisters, Lori, aka comedian Sommore, and Jamila and I will miss him dearly and are grateful to have been by his side as he transitioned to eternal peace." And since then, there has been complete radio silence from both of them. And for Sommore, we are most likely never going to see or hear about them together. As much as they are biological sisters, they don't actually see each other as sisters.
We have the same father, so yeah, my dad is proud.
Are you guys close?
We speak from time to time, but we're not. I won't be babysitting her kids, no.
You so silly. You all right with me, girl?
I mean, that's how it is in life. I mean, I tell people all the time, we have the same father. We're not necessarily sisters.
Their father had Sommore first in 1966. But his relationship with her mother didn't last, and they broke up not long after Sommore was born. For years later, their father was in a relationship with another woman, Nia's mother, and they welcomed Nia. However, they broke up when Nia was only 2 years old. After the divorce, Nia's mother packed her bags and left New Jersey where the family was and moved to Iowa and then LA. So, Nia grew up without a father figure, while Sommore was able to maintain some relationship with their father due to proximity. Nia has also mentioned that she was initially resentful about it because she really wanted that father-daughter experience that Sommore got but wasn't able to. And since Sommore and Nia didn't get to live together or interact much as kids, it's no surprise that they didn't.
Because I think for a lot of years I was disappointed and angry, and I wanted, my dad to read me a bedtime story and be there and do all of the things that a daddy is supposed to do.
Also, this was way before the internet or social media era. So there was no way they could easily communicate, especially when none of the parents cared enough to make that happen. Despite that, Sommore did mention that they tried to reconnect as adults. There were a few phone calls, and they did meet up a couple of times. But whenever they met, the vibes were just off. Like we said, Nia was the bigger star when Sommore was just getting started in the industry. And even now, it's fair to say that Nia is still the more recognizable talent in the family. But along with her rising fame, there were reports that Nia had a bit of an attitude, and it was a major problem. She had a certain level of entitlement that most of her co-stars had difficulty dealing with, and was quickly branded as someone that was difficult to work with. While on the set of The Best Man holiday, Nia reportedly argued that her character wear white instead of black for a funeral scene. She held up production for an hour until they eventually gave in to her request. And who can forget the drama between her and Taraji when she showed up to the set of Empire fully expecting to take over. Nia was always late to set and fully erupted when Taraji called her out on it. She also started to demand changes that would take her character from a guest role to a main character competing with Taraji's character Cookie, and no one was having it. As if that wasn't enough, she reportedly was consistently unhappy with how her hair was done in styling and would ask for it to be redone until she was satisfied. Nia tried to defend herself, claiming that she knows what she wants and how she wants to look like, and she's going to get it.
We open doors for brown girls to be exactly who we are, and that's beautifully complicated. And so it's been a blessing and a curse, because here's what I do know. Nia Long knows her light. Nia Long knows her makeup. Nia Long knows her hair. And you probably can't talk me into something else unless you show me. If you want to call that difficult, then sorry.
But when Nia tried to bring that same behavior into a relationship with Samor, she wasn't here for it. Nia reportedly expected her sister to defer to her, since she is the bigger star, while Samor walked into the situation expecting that they would get to know each other on equal footing. Samor had also heard all the rumors about her sister's behavior, but was prepared to give her the benefit of doubt until it happened to her. And when she noticed that she wasn't going to get any real respect from Nia, she created boundaries once again and left it like that. We cannot blame Samor for choosing her peace instead of wasting energy to build a relationship that wasn't there in the start and might not go anywhere. Nia also doesn't like talking about her sister and is fine with not having a relationship at all. And as long as they are not out here trying to compete with each other like Tia and Tamara, people are okay with it, saying, "I actually met Samor several times. She's a sweetheart and very down to earth. It is what it is." Hopefully they will come to terms eventually. I grew up with all my siblings in the house, and I didn't like them. It's okay not to want a close relationship with your siblings. Sometimes you just have zero in common. There's no bad blood there. That sisterly bond was never established. Not all siblings are close. They both have created their own successful path. But what do you guys think about this? Sound off in the comments and make sure to like and subscribe.